another thing I want to talk about is on, I don't know if it's called consumption creep, or there was some sort of term I had in my mind, but on essentially, you'll see all these fucking gear pages, or like there's this one page called like Canon Rumors or something thereabouts, and it's absolute slop content. And that's what's funny. Again, like I think I said this before, it's like the content of which is most quote unquote valuable today is on the top of consumption, or on slop, or it could be like entirely AI, which is most easily consumable, because most of the AI slop is like just dopamine kind of driven content or whatever else, or like could honestly be like people already eat up all the fucking decadent shit of just women posting themselves online like half naked and all this other bullshit. So what difference does it make if it's just an AI of that? So it's like that's a good fucking business or like method to fucking print, honestly. Like be a digital pimp for like AI porn or AI whatever. That's another thing. Anyways, but you'll see a lot of these fucking gear. Same thing with like, you'll see like you go on Reddit or like some camera page and people are talking about like, oh, when is this camera? It's like, bro, just fucking shoot. Just literally shoot. Sure, if you want to ask when it's going to come out or like all these speculations, but my whole thing is like, again, there's no fucking tomorrow. The best tool you have is the one that's on you all the time, whether that's your phone. Just like fucking create. What's stopping you from creating? You're going to wait for it. Is it really? It's not going to make a fucking difference, you know? But anyway, so Canon Rumors, it's literally just, it could be, I think of it, it's almost like a fucking news. Half of the rumors, it's like, this guy can just content farm just by making up bullshit for all we know. Like, why does it even matter whether it comes true or not, you know? So he'll talk about some sort of, anyways, like gear speculations. He has all this gear behind him on the desk. I don't know, is he sponsored? But what's almost always like the case with all these fucking guys that do all these like camera release rumors and all this shit is like, dude, they've been doing this shit for fucking years. And like the people that watch a slop, I don't know, are they actually like real fucking creators? Like the best creators, who the fuck cares what fucking tool they use, you know? But anyways, my whole thing is like, you go on these guys' fucking pages, they don't tag shit, whether it's like they don't have a fucking website or an Instagram or whatever else. It's like the whole thing is like, dude, you talk so much about fucking gear, yet there's nothing being fucking created. Again, it's the whole thing in like creating versus consuming. So it's like, they love to talk about the shit, but it's like, have you posted one thing that you've created? Or it's like, I can't even fucking find your work anywhere. So it's like, how can you be talking about cameras if you've never taken a fucking photo? All right, and what difference would it make, or what difference would it be at that if this guy in the future, or even right now, was just AI generated content talking about Canon, you know, camera rumors? People would fucking eat that shit up. You know, it's like literally, my whole thing is like, create content that remains rooted in the real, that is still human, you know, that you can't easily replicate or replace with AI. I think that's what's most important. But again, for what it's worth, at the end of the day, how society is today is like by design is, you know, things that are created, to be honest, aren't really valued, or things that are beautiful, or things that are, you know, what do you call it? Not controversial, but or like that have a lot of depth or character, story to them. You know, all that people care about is like AI slop, or not even AI, just like slop on what people are eating, what people are consuming, what people are wearing, what people are doing. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm doing Pilates, or look at me and like what I'm buying, what I'm eating, what I'm like. What about like what you're creating? But it's like, again, by design, the system, like no one's really, what is there to fucking create? Everything is just, isn't that also related to the whole term of like consumerism is the perfection of slavery? But maybe I'll make another note to this once I park or something. But just on the whole, these fucking Canon, and do they'll post like multiple times a day with like, oh, here's another update here. Yeah, remember that rumor? I take it back. That wasn't true. But here's actually the new. It's gonna have this many megapixels. It's gonna shoot this. It's gonna do that. Dude, why does it fucking matter? And again, it's like, can I see your work? It's like, have you? The whole thing is like, have you ever taken a fucking single photo? Do you have a portfolio? Dude, it could be bullshit. It's like, dude, that's the thing with all the fucking gear talk, to be honest. So whenever people ask me, like, oh, what do you shoot with? I'm like, why does it fucking matter? Same thing I said is, like, you'll see all these kids, like, post garbage fucking content. I fucking hate the word content, but just absolute slop, like, absolute trash. And then they'll flex, like, their camera and, like, cameras and, like, half the videos or half the reels or half the photos or whatever else. It's like, dude, you're not a fucking photographer, you just own a camera. And that's my whole thing, where it's like, people ask me, are you a photographer? I'm like, I don't even want to label myself as a photographer today, because what it means to be a photographer is so, like, watered down, like, so degraded, because now every kid who owns a camera is, I guess, now a photographer. Yeah, I think the note was something on, like, instead of, you know, focusing on life and memories and then experiences, and then out of that, sure, you use a said tool to capture those memories, whatever, or just experience them in their entirety. The tool almost precedes all that. It's like, I need to have this tool, I need to have this, like, but then no fucking actual event takes place. And then, like, again, like, moving forward, this is like stages of, like, disappearance or simulations, where it's like, there was the event, the experience, and there was event, experience, and the so-called memory that comes out of the lived experience, in which the next stage of that is it having been captured, whether that was through a format of video, a photo, you know, whatever else, it was written down, some sort of note-taking. And then the next simulation of that was like, I need to recreate this experience or recreate this with a photo or a video. So now I'm going to go out intentionally to formulate, curate, or whatever. So it's like that, like, a lot of people are like, they do shit where it's like, if it was never captured, never fucking happened. And then beyond that, it's like, if I never fucking uploaded it online, it then and therefore never fucking happened. So that's crazy. So it's like, if it never was uploaded, people never reacted to it, people never quote unquote saw it, then it never took place. But then for them, it's like the whole event and experience isn't the capturing than actually anything like of a lived experience. So their whole lived experience is in that whole process of it becoming, you know, it turning into something online or whatever else. And then the last stage, or the next stage of this disappearance, is it never happening in the first place. So whether it's an AI generated thing, or, you know, there was something somewhere, I forgot what it was called, where it's like this camera that you can put like text prompts into and it'll recreate the image. I mean, what difference is that between like an AI generated and an AI image generator engine or whatever else? So it's like, not only did the event experience not take place, nor was there even a quote unquote so-called tool involved. So it's just like this AI generated thing, of which people will somehow still upload, and people will fucking eat that slop up. And then even to go beyond that, they're not even gonna get reactions from real people. It's gonna be reactions from like AI shit. So it's like AI generated shit uploaded online by a human, or quite honestly, it's by a machine at that point, only to get more reactions from AI shit. Or it'll be fucking humans just reacting to AI shit, not even put forth by a real human in the first place. It's so fucking cooked. Yeah, I don't know what else, but I guess just the whole, for these people, it's like their creativity is through the consumption, right? It's like, hey, by buying this camera, I'm a photographer. By buying this camera, it's like, or what do you, again, this is fucking server living. It's like, dude, are you gonna ever fucking go anywhere? Are you gonna travel? Are you gonna travel, take some photos? Are you gonna make some sort of like film? Are you, oh my god, just leave him alone, he wants to, like, what are you gonna, like, what do you fucking, that's the thing, today, like, nothing is fucking created, everything is just fucking consumed, and people, by design, in this fucking matrix, go to work, said goy slop work, to get into, to have, it's like going to the fucking arcade. It's like, I gotta go to work to save up to buy all these fucking, you know, so-called prizes, or so-called, you know, things I want, of which I'm never going to do anything with. Whether it's a car and you're going to actually like drive with the car, or a camera and you're going to fucking take amazing photographs or whatever with it. I don't know. Again, so fucking cooked. Like, yo, is it not a fucking crazy idea? Like, I don't know, do people, it's like you buy a car to bring, sure, there's other use, but it's like, your car, like, I don't want, okay, I have this neighbor, like he bought this fancy car, and so good for him. It's his first car, and like he never fucking drives it. Like his whole thing is, again, I'm not, dude. If you're making, it doesn't fucking matter. But it's like for most people, it's like you buy a fucking car so you can use it to drive to the GO station or to the transit, like the train station in which you park. A lot of which, I mean, is not even free, but like this one I'm at now is free. But and then you like rush to fucking get a fucking parking spot to go to your GO slop job, so which you pay for transit for, or same idea, like buying a car and commuting to work, etc. So the whole thing is like, for some people would rather, they're like, why would I commute to fucking work, waste my gas? You're still wasting your fucking, you're still losing on so much of your time, but it's like gas and pay for fucking parking, so then GO traffic, etc. But it's like, yeah, it's so, they fucking just want you in the fucking system by design. Excuse me. Just you being the best deal contract is you fucking slave your bullshit job, and then you have to pay for rent, and you have this fucking 1 year lease or whatever lease, and yeah, you break it, you pay $500. Oh, who knows? That's fucking nothing, man. Like you'll eat that cost up in the future. It's nice GR Yaris or GR Corolla. You don't see them often, but I don't know. Is it not fucking crazy? And then what? So they finish work and then they'll get home in about an hour and 10 minutes with transit, walking. What? For me, it's fucking cooked, bro. I'm gonna pee myself every fucking time. I can't even run. I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna finish work at 5, if that. Knowing my luck, probably not. So finish work at 5, and then what? I'm gonna catch like the 5:40 train if I can. Dude, or fuck, I'm gonna miss so many of the. Oh, it's so fucking cocked. It doesn't even fucking make sense. To what? Come back and then catch my. Dude, I did it. The thing is, I did the whole fucking commute thing for so long, and I preferred it, right? So I had 2 setups. There was some rare times I took transit, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. I'm just thinking all the years I worked. 2019 I did, and then a bit of 2019 I actually preferred to drive. So I would pay for parking instead, because I had a coworker who had a parking spot at her place. I think I paid her like $400 a month. What is that? $400 divided by 30. It's like $90 a week, I guess. Or no, it's like was that more so 80, 3 or 90, 180. No, it's like $100 a month. What am I saying? Or $100 a week. Or maybe it was a bit less than that. Maybe it was like $300, but it was cheaper than having to pay $20 a day or whatever. It's fucking cooked. And then 2020 COVID happened, so I was remote. 2021 I was remote. So fucking blessed. Still wasting all my fucking time. Never going back to that shit. And then 2022 I was in school. Yeah, and then the job I worked in 2022 was like, thankfully they allowed us to be fully remote, which was super clutch. So at that, did like anytime I went down was just like optional. I went down maybe like once a month to show up to the office. It was fucking awful sitting in front of a screen. Oh god, I'm like, I can do all this shit from fucking home. What am I doing? And then it's like I'm not talking to any of my coworkers. I gotta warm up my fucking packed lunch I brought from home. And then I gotta drive, dude. Already back then, I was like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm like, let me just fucking stay remote. And then 2024, 2025, I worked again. And then that was fully remote. And even that was, so let's talk about that too. So I worked this fucking full-time job in 2020. And that's when, I don't know where I've said this, but it's like that almost kind of fucking set the standard. You know, my condition aside, definitely a big fucking wake-up call, but it's like, with all my health issues and everything else, just my tolerance levels have changed. It's no one's fault but my own. Tolerance levels have changed, and I'm like, dude, if I was caking, I was making pretty good money at that. I feel like I'm gonna get fucking T-boned driving through this bullshit. But yeah, 2025. Your mic is on. I don't know, but the work was just so goddamn insufferable. Anytime I had to open up AutoCAD, Revit, doing this bullshit stuff, dude, 99% of the stuff you're doing on there, it's like, this can all be fucking automated and should be automated. It's like, why are we doing this goy slop, monotonous production work, etc.? Fucking changes. Oh, move the staircase. Here are all the red lines. We have to, dude. It's like your labor is so fucking, like, it's so insignificant. Oh, goddamn. Anyways, sure, someone's got to do it. Or like, oh, so you got to enter all these permit comments, or do these code checks, or update the site plans, or do these details, or fuck. So I really pushed to do design. So I did some like design exercises, or these modeling, rendering kind of stuff. Except even like rendering, thank God that's all fucking cooked. It's all out the window now. Anyways, I fucking hated my job so much to the point where I began to start to fucking hate my life. And it's like, when that starts to happen, when you dread Mondays and you can't wait for Fridays, and fucking Sunday scaries come, you're like, I fucking hate my life. Dude, it was like 3 months in, I stopped going to the gym. And dude, I don't know, I went to the gym before, I don't know, but maybe my pace was different. I don't know, just shitty company, etc. Just wasn't gonna work out. Hyundai Elantra N, I think. Is it an N or an N line? N line, interesting. I fucking hated my life. I disliked the people I was working with, etc. And it's like, I'm like, how much longer do I have to do this shit? I'm like, there's no way in fucking hell I do this forever. So that's the whole thing. It's like, if this architecture thing's not going to work out, I obviously have to find an alternative solution, because this literally, or quite honestly, it's not going to fucking cut it. I might just fucking park, but when I park, I can't think anymore. So yeah, I remember the days leading up to the day I quit. I put in my resignation, and I remember just being so stressed, not even stressed about the work itself, but even more so stressed about just giving in my 2 weeks, even though I'm like, yeah, this says sure, I might miss the fucking money, but I just want my fucking life back. My life is priceless. My life is worth more than a $7,000, $8,000 fucking paycheck or whatever else. So I spoke to a friend, and he gave me some advice, because I remember he resigned from a couple of jobs. So anyways, he's a bit of a slightly older guy, but like a good friend I had worked with in the past as well. And then he was like, dude, you just got to do it. There's nothing to say. Given your 2 weeks or your 1 week or whatever else, if they have any questions, say everything that needs to be said was said in my resignation letter. Anyways, I remember the day I fucking quit, dude, the fucking weight off what I called it was like one of the fucking best days of my life. And it's like, you know how fucking happy I felt after that? It's like leaving a fucking bad or toxic relationship, in which, again, the job market and the dating market are one of the same. So it's like leaving a fucking shitty job is no different from fucking leaving a shitty relationship, or like a shitty partner that you're with or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. There was something else to it. I forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, definitely hated the job. Was hating my life, because it was kind of like a weight on my back. But yeah, anyways, the whole thing was like the days leading up to that were kind of stressful, but then the fucking relief I felt after I so-called quit or gave him like my 1 week, dude, how great I felt after that is unexplainable. And that's why, dude, I love my life now. People are like, aren't you stressed you're not working? I'm like, no, I'm happy. Aren't you stressed? Dude, I'm fucking happy right now. It's like, what the fuck? And it's like, if I couldn't put up with that, why would I put up with anything less? So again, my whole point is like the importance of time. So time is everything. And what you do with your time, be that what you do with your life, because you can make back a lot of things, but you can never make back your fucking time, your life, your health, and all that fucking shit. So with that, I think I uploaded another video on the whole like job breakdown and like importance of like life maxing and everything else, because from then on, I obviously didn't apply for jobs for a bit, and then all the jobs I've applied to since, it's like, dude, you'll see a fucking job posting for like $35,000 Canadian. So that job was paying me $70K plus US, and that was like a so-called junior, like that's underpaid. Like people I know, another topic, I want to make a video on parallel or separate societies or whatever, just difference between growing up in the US versus Canada, and over the years how it's just fucking went in opposite directions, or they've declined kind of like not in parallel. Like Canada was already like down here, and then US started to go down at a different rate or different level. But fucking, what was I gonna say? Yeah, you'll see like a fucking job posting, and it'll be like $35,000 in person, $40,000 in person. Yeah, like I had an interview almost 2 years ago, and they offered me $40K full time in person. I'm like, hold up, I gotta drive 3 fucking hours. I gotta pay for fucking parking to do goy slop bullshit work. It's like actual fucking bullshit. Your company has shitty reviews. I talked to a few people after I had the interview because they like gave me an offer on the spot. It's like, another thing too, as soon as someone wants to fucking hire you on the spot, you know it's fucking cooked. Again, it's like dating. If someone's ready to fucking date you, guy or girl, like right after the first date, it's like, bro, don't you want to like get to like know each other a bit more? Like more dates, more interviews. Anyway, so fucking, yeah, it was like $40K in person. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Dude, I'm losing all my time, losing all my money, then I fucking lose my life. That's, what a fucking exchange, bro. I either gotta have time kept to myself, at that point, money as well. Because it's like, if I'm trading any of my 7 days, quote unquote week, or any days of my life, I need money back in return. So if I'm giving you 2 days, you're giving me 2 days worth of money, but I'm spending that 2 days worth of money to go to work, or to exist, to go to work, to survive, to go to work, all this shit, then, dude, give me back my days. I want to keep my days to myself. You know, the same is said with, yeah, like some guy messaged me yesterday. He's like, you know, Jordan, really great portfolio. Really like your work. You're on our short list of candidates, etc. I checked their profile. I don't know how much they're going to pay. Maybe like 60 to 70K. So I thought to myself, let's say it's 60K. That's fucking shit in 2026. Canadian dollars, mind you. It's so fucking cooked. Maybe in like 1990, 60K is right, or like late in somewhere in the 90s, and in the 2000s, like early 2000s, like it's like 80K, and then 2010s, it's like, even in 2010s, like 80K was decent, but like 80K today, 80K today is like 40K. You know, what was I gonna say? Yeah, 80K today is like 40K 10 years ago. It's fucking retarded. Anyway, so I thought to myself, it's like, let's say this job pays me 60K. I don't have my journal on me, but I broke it down real quick. It's like, okay, one option is you remain fully remote. So you remain fully remote, hardly any expenses go out to work the job. So out of the 60K, you retain what? 40, let me do the math real quick. You retain about $41,000. Okay, let's be conservative and say $41,000. So that the first case scenario is you're fully remote, so you've now lost your 5 days. That's really your life. I call 5 days your life, you know, and which a lot of people, it's like they make fuck all across the 5 days, so they got to work a fucking part-time job to make up for that shit. And it's like you've just lost 7 days. It's like you're fucking cooked. So anyways, you make 60K, let's say, and so your net take home is roughly 41, give or take, right? If you're fully remote, great. You have 41K still in your fucking pocket. Okay. The next scenario is 60K and you're now full-time in person. You know, fuck hybrid. Let's just go straight to the point. So you have two options. Either you fucking commute to fucking work every day, whether you take public transit. So for me, that's a no. For some people, sure, they'd fucking do that shit. But I want to fucking drive. You know, I want to have my car. I don't want to feel I'm at work. I'm like, not only am I fucking disabled, physically speaking, and I'm like stranded in one sort of way, but I don't want to be further fucking stranded because I don't have access to a fucking vehicle. If I need to get somewhere I now need to rely on public transit. And then if the fucking you know, the train is already gone or the bus is already gone, I'm fucking cooked, and now I gotta take an Uber home, which I have to pay for out of, it's fucking, dude, I used to fucking do that shit, you know, after 7:10, I used to have to take the bus. I used to be at work sometimes till like 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I'd have to fucking pay for an Uber out of pocket I was making 50K, and I'd have to pay for an Uber out of fucking pocket after slaving, 40, 50, 60, or sorry, not 40, 50, 60 hours, whatever, and I'm not getting fucking paid overtime. But what the fuck was I doing? Mind you, dude, I was only 23 years old, 24 years old, so. All right. My fucking camera offed itself again. I don't know what I think I was saying something about, I was just a bit more naive back then or whatever else. Anyway, so the whole equation is if you're making 60K, that's 41K net take home, right? So you have two options. So for myself, it's like, let's say I commute downtown with my said vehicle, which thankfully is already paid off, etc. But let's say I'm spending about $20, $25 of gas a day, give or take. This uses premium. Oh, just buy a Prius. Okay, I'll get another car now. So anyways, let's say $20 for $25 a day of gas, 3 hours of driving, sitting in traffic, everything else. And then parking is $20 a day. So that's about $40. Let's just round up to $40. Actually, I'm going to say $50 a day expended to go to the fucking job through commuting, right? Again, it's a de-incentivization because it wants to force you to live downtown. Dude, if living downtown cost me $1,000, I'd fucking do it. It's so fucking inflated by design. Again, there's a supply and demand issue. There's a fabricated housing crisis by design. Then there's all this the whole matrix system shit, quote unquote, by design to force you back in the fucking matrix some more, because it's like the more matrix participants you have, the more goyams, the better it is to, it's fucking cook. So $50 a day, that's $250 a week. That's $1,000 a month, give or take, to just fucking commute to the office. And I'm losing 3 hours of my day, give or take, through the commute, my energy, everything else. So it's like, you think if I think to myself, if it cost me $1,000 to live downtown, I'd fucking just live downtown. I save on all this fucking shit, wear and tear in my car. I don't deal with it. I have more time to fucking sleep, etc., etc., etc. But no, dude, if you want to have a decent place now, it's like $3,000. It's fucking retarded. But let's say it's $2,500, and again, ideally, it's not a fucking den or a studio. Ideally, you want a 1-bed plus den, and no roommates, anything else. So let's say that's $2,500, and again, if you need a parking spot, dude, this is like extremely. It's fucking crazy. I remember in 2017, a friend was living downtown. I think he was paying $2,100 across 3 people. So I think it was a 2-bed plus den. Yeah, 2-bed plus den. So he had one small ass bedroom, and his sister had another bedroom, and then this other sister just slept in the den. So it's about $2,100. That's $7 each, right? So mind you, that was 27 fucking cooked by, literally fucked by design. It's fucked. So the more people that enter the matrix, the more fucked it becomes, and the more fucked it gets, the more people need to rent down. The more people need to rent downtown, the more this demand there is for quote unquote goy housing or machine structure, just body containers, just like that you have to slave to through said subscriptions, which you need work for to pay for said. It's fucked. So it's like, again, you work to pay for your subscription. The subscription you need because of the work you need to. It's a fucking loop. You pay for rent because you work a job. A job you need to earn money to pay for the rent. You need to work that job. You otherwise wouldn't need to had you not on that job in the first place, etc. Again, remote's the fucking way, but okay. So back to this again. 41K. So now you're paying $2,500 a month. Again, that's being like. People say, "Oh my god, just make more." Oh my god, there's some other experience. But what about the experience? Like, that's how bitches saying, bro. So $2,500 a month. You're spending $30,000 a year. So 41 minus 30. So you have 11K left. What about all your food, like groceries, quote unquote, fuck entertainment? Let's say you get free entertainment. You just watch goyim slop content on your phone, and all the goy content and everything else just keeps you fucked. So it's like people's existence today is just go to work to goy to earn said goy bucks, to be a wage cuck, in which you get goy taxed, to pay for the goy housing, quote unquote, goy containers, goy prisons you need in order to work your said goy job. And then you come home exhausted 5 of the 7 days to just watch or absorb goy content, goy slop, to get goy dopamine on your phone off Instagram, TikTok, GoyTube, and everything else. So fucking cooked in. Oh yeah, you have Saturday, Sunday. Sunday's fucking cooked. So what, you have Saturday and Friday night. That's why it's like, dude, it's always nice to go out any day of the week, but Friday, Saturdays, because Friday, Saturdays are fucking cooked, because that's when all the fucking goys are let outside of the cage. It's like the recess time or whatever else. It's fucking cooked. So yeah, that's that. And then I thought to myself, it's like, I have an interview next week with a rental car company. It's fucking minimum wage, so that's fucking shit. But I thought to myself, it's 3 days a week, 7:30 to 8 or 7:30 to 5 or something. It's like, actually, I gotta calculate the hours. I think it's 25 hours a week. So 25 divided by 3, that's 8.3. So it's like 8 1/3 hour. But then maybe it's because there's like an hour lunch. I'm not sure, but it's fucking waste. What lunch you have to fucking buy. Anyways, so again, I'm just trying to fucking make a bit of cash as I fucking figure shit out. And I just want to, again, preserve some of my time at that, because as I said, like, working one of these goy jobs is clearly not fucking it. And it's like, there must be a scale. And I also, like, surprised I lose out on my disability. What's fucked is, like, again, by design, this is, dude, by getting a job, my disability doesn't fucking appear. It's like, out of whatever goy bucks I have left over too, it's gonna go back to my living costs to live with and maintain and deal with said quote unquote disability, which actually makes living and working all the more worse. So just fuck me, don't even fucking hire me. Like, get someone who's get a healthier goy than getting my unhealthy ass or some shit. But it's like, the system has a by design where it de-incentivizes people who are disabled, who have some sort of health issues, to fucking work. Because it's like, as soon as you make, I think, like $40,000 gross, you lose your fucking disability. So it's like, what the fuck? So it's like, you can never make more than that. So it's like, dude, either want to have a business, be a digital nomad, live abroad, do some other fucking shit, geomax, or move to the States. Because the States, that's the only way you can kind of sort of somewhat get ahead as like a millennial goy or a Gen Z goy today, and still kind of be at the upper echelon of the matrix, because otherwise you could fucking get rinsed. Yeah, like, there's people my age making 120, 140, 150K US with like same years of experience, give or take. So some of them even like less educated, they didn't even do their masters. But yeah, like, what the fuck? I mean, it's disgusting. So it'll make 3x, 4x, 5x the amount you'd make here, but down in the States, cost of living is less, weather's kind of better. Like, you're gonna make more, less bullshit, less replacement, less. But then you're still working again 5 days a week. A lot of them are fully in person and shit. Like, dude, best thing is full-time remote or part-time in person. But really, part-time remote's like the biggest fucking hack out of this fucking shit, because you can still live your fucking life. So yeah, so again, I have this interview next week. Best case I get it, if it's meant to be. Worst case I don't, if it's meant to be. And I'm like, fuck, it pays minimum fucking wage. But I'm like, fuck it. I drive all day. I'm going to be just driving clients or customers from the rental car dealership to their said car dealership, or from said car dealership to the rental car place, or from their pickup location, their home or their work, whatever, to the rental car place, or vice versa, whatever mix of those. I'm like, I don't fucking mind. I can film this content. Actually, now that I think about it, like, quite literally, I don't know, if it works out, make a bit of cash. I thought to myself, yeah, if you break down the number, I think that's what I was doing. I just did a quick fucking sketch. It's like, I'll be making about $1,200, $1,260, let's say $1,200 a month extra. I think it was. That's fuck all, but I'm like, dude, I can stack after 4 months and do a trip or two. Like, after 6 months, I can do two decent trips, like two week long trips. I can do my Japan 2 week. I can maybe do a Nepal 2 week, or like Central Asia 3 week or something, give or take. I can actually do shit. I can do shit with my time, time needs money. In the system, it's like, hey, we need your time for your money. And then we take up all your time, and then we take up all your money, we give you a few tokens, and we fucking get it all back from you. What the fuck? So then you have no time and no money and no energy. It's fucked. So yeah, I thought to myself, okay, if I have my disability plus, this $1,200, give or take, let's say I have $2,400, just as an example. Okay, cool. And I still have 4 out of 7 days to myself. Okay. Or do I work this goy slop job for $60K? This would be myself, right? $60,000 minus thing that, okay, that's 41 grand. And if I live downtown because I want to preserve my time as much as possible, that's minus, I think I said minus $30,000. Okay. Divided by 12. I'm only going to have $916 left over because I lose my disability. So it's like, do I want $900 a month and I lose all my fucking time? Or $2,400 and I still have 3 days left to myself, you know? Or 4 days left to myself, rather, right? Because I only work 3 days a week. Like, so it's like, in one equation, I'm working less and making more, let's say keeping more of my time, more of my money. The other fucking equation, I'm working more, losing more of my time, and I'm making less. What the fuck? So I emailed the guy back. I'm like, yo, I'm down to work your architecture shit. Like, I'm just saying this a bit bluntly, but I was like, only under the conditions, because obviously I want to fucking stay liquid without having to be explicit about it. But I'm like, only under the conditions that, you know, I remain fully remote, or I can do part-time freelance, like for project-based support, because, dude, again, 99% of these jobs don't really fucking need you 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, 8.5 to 9 hours a day. But again, it's like that by design. That's the fucking matrix, right? You know, the most efficient way is you come in 4 days a week, or you come in, you work maybe 9 to 2, or maybe you work, 9 to 2, or 12 to 6, or something like that, some sort of like 5 to 6 hour shift. And you're just being more efficient with your time at that time. Dude, think about how people's lives would change. The whole fucking system would... People might be like, yo, bro, just fucking move to Europe. Like, yeah, pay me the same amount of money in less time. Like, why do I have to be there for 8-9 hours? And it's by design, right? The fucking whole fucking system, the whole matrix is set up this way. And like, again, most of these jobs here are fucking fake. People used to work on the farm. People used to do real fucking work. Now people's like 99.9% of them, they're just working these fake performative jobs, right? You fucking put on a white collar, you pack your lunch to sit in a fucking car to drive to work, to send emails, and to sit in front of, it's like you're putting on a fucking collared shirt to sit in front of a screen that you've just commuted to do while bringing a laptop you brought from home. What the fuck? And again, yeah, my whole thing is it's performative, what did I call it? It's performative productivity. You know, it's all about being productive, and it's actually very unproductive, and it's all fucking performative. You're just putting on a show, right? This whole Goya matrix is all one big show. You put on a show online, you put on a show at work, you put on a show to other people. Everyone is quite literally a fucking performer today. It's fucking cooked. I gotta take a piss. And see, with that's what doesn't make sense. It's like the doctor's like, you have about 280 milliliters left. And then I was walking to my car, I peed. Let's say at least 200. So I have, let's say 80 left. Let's round up to 100. And I haven't drank anything since. I haven't had any water. Maybe some of the water that was in my system wasn't in my bladder yet, because yeah, sure, it takes time. And I just peed another 200. Like, or at least another 200 to 300 milliliters. I just fucking took a piss on the ground. So where did that come from? So if that wasn't yet in my bladder yet when she did the ultrasound or whatever, could we not say I'm at this point empty? So I think once I have to start using the catheter, I think at this point, having peed 3 times, just trying to measure how much water I'm drinking, maybe mapping it out. If I use a catheter, and like, because the catheter will essentially force you to pee or force everything to come out. If I use a catheter and a lot comes out, then it'd be like, where the fuck did that come from? Because that happened before. We would do the test. He's like, oh, you have like 50 left. I'm like, okay. And then on the way home, I pissed like 2 more times. I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't understand. Again, maybe water I drank 5 minutes before I peed at the hospital wasn't yet in my bladder. Again, I don't know the time it takes from drinking to reach your bladder, or if I have dysfunction there as well. I'm not sure if that's related. But yeah, maybe when I use a catheter, that'll answer everything. Maybe if I use a catheter now, maybe it's like only 10 will come, like nothing will come out. So that means if nothing comes out, that means good. My shit still works, and it's just kind of broken up type of thing. But if I use it and a lot comes out, then it's like, okay, fuck. Where the fuck did that come from in the first place? But even more than that, my shit's just not working. So, well,